Okay, this video is to help you guys with the IXL lesson, slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, first of all, you need to know that parallel lines have the same slope. Okay, if they didn't have the same exact slope, they would eventually cross each other. Okay, so then they wouldn't be parallel. Okay, now perpendicular lines. Okay, this isn't as obvious, maybe, but look at these two lines here, what their slopes are. These are perpendicular. Okay, the green line, it's down 6/7 to get from one point to another. So it has slope -6/7. Okay, the purple line has slope up 7/6. So it has slope 7/6. Okay, every time you have perpendicular lines, there's two things that are going to happen. Okay, the sign's going to change. Okay, the sign's going to change. So you could say one is the negative of the other. And the second thing that's always going to happen is they're going to flip. See, 6/7 flipped over to 7/6. Okay, it just always happens. When you have perpendicular lines, their slopes are negatives, signs changed, and reciprocals flipped. Okay, they're negative reciprocals. Okay, let's look at some examples. Okay, line H has slope -1/4. Okay, line J is parallel to line H. What is the slope of line J? Okay, if this slope is -1/4 and line J is parallel to that, it's going to be exactly the same. Okay, parallel lines have exactly the same slope. So it's going to be -1/4. Okay, line K is perpendicular to line H. Okay, what's the slope of line K? Okay, so perpendicular. Okay, we got to do two things. We got to change the sign and we got to flip it. So we got to change that negative to a positive. Okay, I won't write the positive sign. Okay, and we got to flip it to be 4/1. And 4/1 is simplified to 4. Okay, another example. The equation of line B has equation y equals 3x plus 1. Okay, line C is parallel to line B. What is the slope of line C? Okay, so you need to know parallel lines have the same slope. Okay, and you guys are good with slope-intercept form of a line. Okay, line B has equation y equals 3x plus 1. So its slope is the number sitting in front of the x, okay, 3. Okay, so the slope of line C, okay, parallel, is also 3. Okay, line D is parallel to line B. What is the slope of line D? Okay, so 3 was the original slope, and we need the perpendicular slope. You may want to take that 3, since you're going to have to opposite it and flip it, you may want to think of 3 as a fraction. You may want to think of that original 3 as 3/1. I don't know, maybe it'll help. But if that slope is 3/1, okay, you need to change its sign to negative, and you need to flip it. 3/1 is flipped over to 1/3. Okay, so line D would have to have a slope of -1/3. Okay, the sign changed and it flipped. Okay, last one. Line F passes through points 0, 4 and 8, 10. Okay, they're going to ask about a line parallel to that line and a line perpendicular to that line. Okay, but now you need to remember, it's been a while since we've done this, but you need to remember how to find the slope given 2 points. Okay, a couple ways I taught it. One way was thinking of one point as x1, y1, and thinking about the other point as being x2, y2. And then the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so if you use that formula, it would be 10 minus 4 over 8 minus 0. Okay, 10 minus 4 is 6. 8 minus 0 is 8. It would look a lot better if that was reduced to 3/4. Okay, so the slope of line F is 3/4. Okay, so now they're saying line G is parallel to line F. Okay, what is the slope of line G? Okay, parallel lines have the same slope. So it has to be 3/4. Okay, and it says line H is perpendicular to line F. Okay, what is the slope of line H? Okay, perpendicular. Okay, signs changed and flip it. Okay, so I need to take that 3/4. I need to change the sign and I need to flip it. So the positive is now a negative, and instead of being 3/4, the slope is 4/3. So altogether, it's negative 4/3. Okay, I hope this helps a little bit. If you make mistakes, the website will help you through it. But let me know if I can help you in any way. Okay, you're doing good work.